Hi, I'm Doug Donnelly for Cecil TV. We're here with Dr. Jeffrey Lawson, Superintendent of Cecil County Public Schools. Dr. Lawson, coming out of the pandemic, how has the job of the teacher changed?
You know, I guess the good news is we're seeing it get better, I think, over the last, now coming into the second year, really, of dealing with the effects of the pandemic. Particularly in 2021, when we were really coming off the pandemic itself in terms of students missing a lot of face-to-face instruction, we just saw a significant increase in the spike of mental health needs on the part of students. And that was probably the biggest adjustment teachers had to make. I mean, they've always been able to deal with needs of students, whether they're academic, behavioral, but what we really saw, particularly among some of our more impoverished students, was a serious need with mental health support. And not only that, we saw some mental health needs on the part of our staff as well. And so it became a human resources issue. So we really tried to support our staff and our students. And I think what we've seen this year, gradually as we've moved through this year, things are starting to turn a corner a little bit. I think by a number of different measures, we're seeing that.
Good. So why is the Teacher of the Year important?
No, this is the best night of the year. It really is. You know, it's spring. The energy is there with our teachers. It's a celebration. You know, we have 1,200 teachers. They do great work. And it's just an opportunity for us to come together and recognize the one person who might not necessarily be the best teacher in the school system or the county, but certainly is somebody who embodies and is emblematic of what our teachers are. And I think our Teacher of the Year committee does a great job every year of selecting somebody who does just that.
Great. Dr. Lawson, thank you, and have a great evening.
Thank you.
If you want a rationale, it isn't very hard to see. Stop and think it over, pal. The guy sure looks like plant food to me. The guy sure looks like plant food to me. The guy sure looks like plant food to me. He's so nasty, treating her rough, smacking her around and always talking so tough. You need blood and he's got more than enough. I need blood and he's got more than enough. You need blood and he's got more than enough.
Hi, we're here with Northeast Middle School teacher Melissa Weiser. Melissa, what should people know about the job of a teacher?
Teaching is arguably the most rewarding job on the planet. Every day, every year is different. We laugh, we cry, we love kids. We're always learning. We learn from the kids. We learn from the parents. We grow together. My favorite part is just being able to spread kindness and to speak life over the kids and to see them, their self-esteem just grow and boost. And it's a whole lot of fun. That's it.
Great. Thank you very much, and have a great evening.
Thank you.
Don't you dare settle for fun. Let me say that again. Don't you dare settle for fun. You see, this is something that I see you doing every single day for years. I've seen many of you even with my own children. And in fact, you eat, you breathe, and you sleep this. And we see you following this motto in multiple aspects of your lives. First, as the fantastic professionals that you are, having the confidence to always continue to improve. Selflessly working long into the evenings, on the weekends, your time, your own time with your own families sacrificed, even though you're often pretty tired. Using your knowledge, your experience, your education, and your passion to persevere, even through tough times. You put your heart into this, you put your souls into this, advocating for public education, for our students. So don't you dare settle for fine. You don't. We see you doing this in the classroom, seeing hope in the eyes of a child who comes to school hungry from poverty, from a broken family, from trauma, struggling to learn. You want to make their lives better. In fact, you work to demand the best for them, for their future. Don't you dare settle for fine.
Hi, we're with Cecil County Council President Jackie Gregory. Ms. Gregory, as a former teacher yourself, what makes teaching a special occupation?
So, as someone who's been in the classroom with kids, it's what teachers do for them is beyond just the academics. They have the ability to really touch their lives and make an impact. I see some students now that have grown up and gotten into the world, and they come back and they talk to me about how things that they remember when they were in school. And kids go to school, and regardless of whatever happened outside of school, they're there, they have that stability, they have that teacher support, and they make a huge difference, teachers do, in those lives of those students. And they can make the world of difference between a kid turning out to be very successful in life or not successful, just by being there and being the support for that student. So there are many things besides just an instructor, and that's what makes teaching so important. Teachers that I know, that I've worked with, they're there because they love the kids, and it's a very special joy when you see a child learn something new or accomplish something new or gain a new confidence, and that's why they're there. That's why they do what they do. So I appreciate all of them, what they do day in and day out. It is a tough job for people who don't, who say, well, they have off in the summers or they get done at 3 o'clock. No, they do not. Most of their work is done outside of the classroom, planning, grading, calling parents, and doing the little special things that make their lessons special. So I really appreciate all they do.
Great. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you.
Have a great evening.
All right, you too.
It's not just about putting out these students, right, who are going to these Tier 1 research universities. It's about setting them up for life's lessons. We have 5,299 students who made the honor roll in the third marking period. 5,299. That does not include pre-K, K1, right? So it includes 2 through 12, which is about 13,000 students. So we're operating at a clip where more than 50% of our students are making the honor roll. Now, that's the good news. The challenge, that means you have 45% of your students who aren't. And that's where the focus has to be. And that's what we do, day in, day out.
This individual will represent Cecil County Public Schools at the Maryland State Teacher of the Year competition in October. And it is now, this is like making me shaky, our distinct honor to introduce to you the 2023 Cecil County Teacher of the Year.
Brianne Souder.
What I did realize that first year, after completing my first year in Cecil County, was the immensely high and respectfully high standards that this county has for its educators. I was absolutely blown away by that. And as I moved throughout Maryland and interacted with teachers from other districts and other counties, and I would say things and tell stories, and I would mention things that we do, they would say, "Really? Cecil County?" I say, "Yeah, Cecil County." And they say, "You do that in Cecil County?" "Yes, Cecil County." And they were surprised, and I understand, as I was also, but we really do an amazing job with our educators. And it was one of the first things that I noticed when I moved down here and started teaching. And then I found my family. And so Dr. Lawson is correct. We do establish that, and it is essential in any career that you go in, because you spend the majority of your time with these people, and so they do become a second family. And then that informs your process of teaching and what you bring to your students every day. And then there's the students. The reason why I love what I do, the ones that inspire me every day, and I'm not afraid to tell them that. The one who said to me literally yesterday during revisit, "Mrs. Souder, you look like a proud mom when you stand there and watch us work." And I said, "David, I am a proud mom of you guys. I am so proud of just watching you do what you do every day."